All right, everyone, Supreme Kami over here. So Thursday night again, obviously they got some news for us over here. So we actually do have a new banner over here. So let's kind of check it out. So it's gonna be a 48 hours long limited time capsule, and what are we looking at? So okay, so step 1 and 3 is gonna be guaranteed 6 star. Okay, I'm feeling that. Nice. What about step 2 and 4? It's gonna be 4 star and above guarantee, and then it looks like, am I seeing cold coins? Are you guys seeing that? Are we finally able to summon that for like for a bonus? What? Crazy, huh? Like they really have neglected the bonus trade or the code coins for like the longest in a way. You know, they're not really dropping it like here and there. Like they're just dropping it for like, you know, freebie like that. I don't like that. You know, it's like I kind of do want them to implement it in a way we can kind of get that a little bit more frequently instead of summoning per se. But okay, and then step 5 is looks like it's going to be guaranteed. You are gonna get a exchange ticket from the looks of things, so you might have to spend at least 7,500 for example. So step 1 you get, oh wait, hold up. Are we actually getting some 7-star awakening material as well? Hello? Oh, I mean, like, that's kind of big. That is actually kind of big, but I don't think that's even like a good bait to someone on that banner. Just because, like, if you don't have any, let's say you don't even have any 7-star to begin with, like, what is the point, right? To get the materials. So okay, so let me see where we're at though, like in terms of the overall banner wise, like what kind of unit can we summon for, and it looks like it should be everything, right? So it's gonna be one big meme pool. So in terms of getting a specific part, it's gonna be hard. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Freebie wise, okay, so it is gonna be that 7-star awakening circuit right there. Okay, I mean, I guess. Step 2 is gonna be cold coins instead. Rate wise, what are we looking at? Oh, 71. I mean, it's looking pretty good. Won't even lie, but you know what they're missing? They're missing L badges. You know, so even like without L badges, like you know, you're looking like, oh, let's say the enhanced double that since that one is a big scale without the alteration tool, you just kind of like, do I really want to use it? Because it's not going to be that good without the big scale property, right? I do believe the base stat on this one is actually quite low, so even at 7-star without the big scale property, you're not looking too hot. So yeah, if you do pull the big scale double enhanced data, it's not gonna be good. It's just not. We also, yeah. So any of these without alteration, it's just kind of like mid. They just won't perform as good. So let me see. Okay, guarantee you also get that. You know, take it obviously. So this banner is definitely a hot skip. I don't think I wouldn't recommend anyone to summon this banner. Although you can guarantee a lot of good parts, but in terms of like how far can you take these particularly, you can't because they're not alteratable. Well, they are alteratable, but you don't have the tool to alterate them, so it's not going to be that good anyways, you know. Speaking of that, I don't even think there's actually that much good banners to someone for this week, for example. Maybe the S attribute Kasashi is good, but do kind of keep that in mind. In order to kind of access the other attribute, like the P attribute version, you do have to have it first. So, I mean, it's kind of rough, you know. This one, this one is good. Like, I'm not gonna say it's not good. It's the S attribute, so I think a lot of people do want that. But I'm pretty sure, you know, later down the road, they'll definitely have this one up for like a step up banner. Maybe I think the best one we're looking at so far is definitely going to be the Ultra banner, where you can spend, after you complete step 1, 2, 3, and 4, you'll be able to pick up a part, pick up a L badge, and that's pretty much it. Like, I'm pretty sure that's pretty much all you really need. I think just kind of focus on which kind of part you guys are looking at. I think that should be good. In terms of just all the other part, like the head part is good. Like, I can't lie, it's not good. But in terms of like CD wise, I don't know. Like, it's just investing into CD for these little bit of parts does take like a long time to get them up and ready. The leg part is definitely good. Can't hold that for sure. But in terms of like the core bully that we got last year, I think that one is better. Not gonna lie, because that one is a big scale property. So what that one is doing is gonna be 10 times better than just this one alone. So if you guys can, definitely kind of skip on the urgent battle banner as well. This one right here, we got the Wing Gundam Zero Whole No over here. This banner is This is the status better, so obviously the simple answer is like don't summon it. Despite the fact that how much you might like this overall unit, you can definitely pick it up a month later. You know, that's definitely something you can do. I think the one that probably people might want to get is definitely the M90, which is I think is already out. You know, so if you wait a month, like something like these will show up in your exchange shop like that. So M91 is definitely a pretty aesthetically pleasing part at the beginning. So I think a lot of people may have gotten that already, you know. So that is definitely something you can get. Like, should I even get like? I personally do like the M91. Like, I might actually pick up the full set because I do have 15 tickets. Like, they were kind of generous to give us like back then. Like, there was a campaign. If you play Arena 3v3 every day, for example, you get at least like 10 fragments to exchange with one ticket. So we had that for like at least a whole month. So I was able to accumulate a lot. So here we are. Yeah, so if you just wait a month, or yeah, exactly like a month or 4 weeks later, they'll be added in here and you guys should be pretty much good to go. But other than that, so that is going to be pretty much it in terms of like the banner news. So let me go over the arena news and just kind of see what we have for this week. Alright, in terms of the arena we have for next week, it's actually going to be a 1v1 build bonus arena over here. So in terms of build bonus, basically what they want you to do is have the highest stat for that one specific parameter. So this time around they want us to have a pretty high armor base over here. So for those who does not know how the build bonus actually works, so let's say for example you have like I don't know 60,000 you know armor. So basically I believe I think you take the first, since you have 5 digit, right? So you take the first 2 digit and then basically 60 is going to be added. So it's going to be, if you want to apply that to the actual multiplier, you actually add 0.060 to your overall multiplier, and that's basically how you know like how much bonus you'll be getting on top of that. So let me show you guys what kind of build, like how do you actually get a pretty high respectable good armor build per se. Obviously I have already put in the best part on the build for you guys so you guys can see what we're looking at. So it's gonna be right here. So I built myself over 106,000 armor over here. So when I go into arena next week, for example, the first 3 digit is going to be my let's say a bonus multiplier right there. So regularly we should be finishing in terms of the multiplier roughly about 1.259 for example. So I'm basically going to add that 106 on top of that. So I think next week around I should be roughly getting, in terms of multiplier, I should be getting 1.350. So that's basically how it's going to work. So in terms of how to get the highest, for example, you want to target some active word tags that we're going to be using. So my example, we're going to be using the big scale enhanced double zeta. So word tag you want to see specifically, you want to find parts that's going to give you armor increase with there. So you guys can see pro tag is going to give you some armor increase as well, higher power as well, so armor raise with there, so it's going to give you 10% in total. The most important one that you want to be using is actually going to be mass reduction. So I'm just basically filling in some parts that I have right here for the video. This is definitely not a final product per se. So in terms of, let's say, mass reduction is actually going to be giving a 15% armor over here. So that's why it's going to be a very effective word tag to have it active. So that's why if I don't have it, for example, I think it would greatly drop it. Yeah, it's gonna approximately drop that by around 30,000. So that's why when you guys are trying to do an arena build for next week, if you guys do care about it, for example, trying to get up to whatever rank you guys are targeting, trying to get some good, you know, a little bit of a revenue, hard chips revenue, this is basically what kind of build you guys are looking at. I have not done any upgrading as of yet. I'm just basically pulling out what I have in my back pocket, because in terms of the enhanced double zeta, I done like the upgrade like a long time ago when it first dropped. So I'm like, all right, let's time to use it. So in terms of some gears that we are gonna be focusing on as well, you might want to be using the armor gear as well. The chest piece, I have it at 5 stars, so coincidentally gotta get that ready. So melee, obviously that's a no-brainer. We also do have a defender type right there, so we can kind of get those active limit break up and going, like when I first start the match. Last but not least, you do want to grab at least maybe like a level 1 or level 2 of the mass production. Level 3 is definitely going to be a big demand if you guys are not too much care about like how, like, let's say you guys are not chasing for like the highest ranking. I think going for a solid level 2 should be sufficient enough. I'm not going for that 4-star version of it. I don't even think I'll make it into like the top 10, for example, because from last time around, I think I saw people around that 120, or is it, maybe is it 110,000, or maybe like 120,000, somewhere that range. So me right now being 106 is I think it's good. I can definitely start right there. So that's gonna be pretty much it in terms of how you want to target next week's arena. That's gonna be basically it. So with that being said, that's gonna be pretty much it in terms of this week. I don't think you guys should summon on any of this banner. Definitely gonna be a good week to just kind of recuperate your hardships and just kind of save up for next week. Next week should be another festival banner, maybe like a Sokai banner, or even I think it's Sokai banner, because last week we got the Gundam Fest already. So yeah, with that being said, that's gonna be pretty much it, and I'll catch you all on the next one.